My sister-in-law told me I have no right to discipline her kids and I should know my place. Now she begged me to babysit her kids, so I allowed and watched them destroy their house. My brother Casey is much older than me. He's married to my sister-in-law Mandy and they have 2 kids. My nephew Nick and my niece Mia. Mandy recently asked my parents if I could babysit Nick and Mia since Mandy wanted to visit her mom, and the original babysitter canceled last minute. I had never babysat Nick or Mia before. I honestly don't have any real experience in babysitting kids under 5, but my parents begged and offered to pay me, so I agreed. Babysitting Nick and Mia was a nightmare. They acted like they had never been told no or forced to behave in their entire lives, drawing on the walls with crayons and markers, trying to flush bath toys down the toilet, throwing themselves on the floor, and screaming for candy. The list goes on and on. I called Mandy explaining what Nick and Mia were doing and that I was having them stand in the corner for a timeout. Mandy ended up coming home early, but not to deal with Nick or Mia. Instead, Mandy was angry with me and told me that I wasn't allowed to discipline them because I'm not their mother and need to learn my place. The next weekend, Mandy begged me to babysit Nick and Mia because she said she wanted to visit her mom again and couldn't find another babysitter. My parents had me agree and Mandy told me again that I was not allowed to discipline Nick or Mia. I'm pretty sure this is the real reason why she couldn't get an actual babysitter for Nick and Mia. Since Mandy said I couldn't discipline them, I decided to do as I was told. I watched them make sure they didn't try to run away from home or anything, but otherwise left Nick and Mia to their own devices. The house was obviously a wreck by the time Mandy got home. Mandy was furious with me and tried convincing my parents not to pay me. My parents still paid me since a deal is a deal. But they said they were disappointed with me because even though Mandy's no discipline rule was silly, I had a dozen better ways of keeping my niece and nephew occupied instead of being spiteful and immature and just letting them destroy the house. Casey hasn't said anything about it, but he is kind of an absentee father, to be honest. He spends most of his time at work. When he is home, he kinda just acts like the fun uncle while Mandy does the actual parenting.